Hello there guys and welcome to a match preview on my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a preview for tomorrow afternoon's game, Barcelona against Alavés. We're going to be taking down Alavés at the Camp Nou here, and I've got a bit more free time, so I thought let's do some Barcelona videos, let's do some Chelsea videos, let's get some football videos out before Christmas. Next 4 days, 4 uploads is what I'm aiming for, and let's get cracking. So without any further ado guys, let's get into it. Barcelona are going to be coming into this one top of La Liga. We've just played El Clasico. Wasn't a very, good game from Barcelona. There have been questions asked. I think that's what we've got to tackle before we go any further with the actual match preview for the Alavés game. There's questions with the Barcelona team, and I think it's been the case for a lot of the season, for a lot of last season, and for a lot of even Valverde's first season. Ever since the El Chinguri has come in from Athletic Club Bilbao, there have been questions of him. The seasons now, they're more of a grind. There's not very much entertaining football on show. This isn't the Barcelona of Pep. We've got to be realistic with that, but it has upset fans. Understandably, Barcelona, we love playing amazing football, and we haven't been getting that, let's be honest. This is still a team full of amazing players. We still win titles, but I'm just not sure if we're entertaining. We're not really pushing forward those values of Barcelona with the ball, dominating games and suffocating opposition. We haven't really been doing that. And it has left a lot of questions, guys. But I want to try and bring a positive note into this one because I'm still behind the team 100%. And we go into this one here knowing if we win, we're top at Christmas. That's the positive thing, guys. On top of the fact that we've got the Copa del Rey, the Spanish Super Cup, coming around the corner. We've also topped our Champions League group. We just won away to Inter with our youth team. So there are positives of the season, and we go into this one, like I said, knowing that a win here against Alavés at the Camp Nou means Barcelona go in at top at Christmas. But if we go in looking a little bit more now at Barcelona and the game coming up, it's going to be an interesting one. I think it's it's a game near Christmas, 4 PM local time. And if I'm being honest, I don't expect a busy Camp Nou. I don't expect a vibrant Camp Nou. I don't really expect a very excited Camp Nou, in my opinion. And the fans behind Gol Nord are really going to have to put in a shift, in my opinion. They're going to have to push this team through this one because, if the performance is uninspiring and there's not a lot of fans in the stadium, that could be exactly what Alavés want. We need to get the fans on their feet. We need to get these 3 points. We need a performance, in my opinion, to end off 2019. We need this win, guys. It would be really, really sour if we didn't get a victory here against Alavés tomorrow afternoon at the Camp Nou. So I just think, rotations are key. That's what I want to get on to, guys. Rotations are absolutely key in this one, not just for getting fresh legs out there, but for winning this game. Semedo, Umtiti, Aleñá, Vidal, Carlos Perez, they're all players that could be really valuable here in a game to Valverde and could help us win this one. We really need to do it. If we take a look at Alavés now, guys, they are a side who started the season really well, and they're always a tough challenge. They come with this one, however, though, a little bit low on confidence. They've been struggling for points, they've been struggling for performances, and also for quite a bit of morale. I think looking at the press conferences going into this game in the past 2 days, the coach Gaditano, midfielder Manu Garcia, and former Barcelona man Alex Vidal have all had press conferences, and they've all said, we're not enjoying ourselves right now, we're not very confident, but they're going to try and give it their all. But I think we just look at that, guys, and it's been quite interesting just to see that Alavés don't really back themselves right now. They're not very confident with the way they're going, and if we want to, guys, if we play it right, if we stretch them, we'll get goals here, and we'll put a bit of, a better flavour in some of the fans' mouth, I think, tomorrow, if we get that victory, if we get top of the league. Even if Real Madrid are on the same amount of points, we're going to be top, guys, and that's really what matters, I think. So, going into this one, Alavés, a bit of a wounded animal, in my opinion, but if things go their way, this game could really suit them. They play a mid to low block, they have a clear system, and they've also got players there who can execute that system well. Maybe a little bit unlike us right now. They know what they're doing, guys. They will be looking for an upset, and if we take them lightly, they will probably lose or draw this game, and it's as simple as that, guys. So I've put together a lineup of what I think they could go for. They used to go for a 4-4-2 here, guys, but I think away at the Camp Nou, they could actually drop Joselu here, leave Lucas Perez as the front runner, and play a midfield of 5 there with the back 4 behind them, and of course Pacheco in between the white skinny friends. I think that they could try and go with that. They'll try and keep us out. They'll try and stifle us. And with that lineup, what could really turn into a back 9 at times, let's be honest, that could really hurt us. That's why if we play, a traditional 4-3-3 there with very narrow players, with players who can't open up opposition, we'll massively struggle in this game. We'll massively struggle. So Vitally important that Valverde gets his lineup up right here, and that he doesn't just say, oh, well, I'm just going to put out the normal 4-3-3 lineup here with Messi, Suarez, Griezmann, I'll throw Vidal in the midfield next to Busquets and Rakitic, and let's see what happens. No, no, no. We've got to get the players right. We've got to get players who can break lines, who can find passes that other players can't, who know what it takes to be a positional player for Barcelona. It's non-negotiable, the Barcelona style, and that's what we need to impose tomorrow. If we're going to be able to win this game, we need to impose it. All 20 available first-team players have been called up for this match too, guys. Only Artur, Dembele and Ansu Fati are going to be missing out. So I think for Barcelona, it's time for rotations. I need these 3 points, we need these 3 points, and I'm hoping we can see not just the 3 points, but also a massive performance here. Let's put in these fresh legs, not just to get fresh legs, but also to raise our level. We need to raise our level, guys, and new players coming in, like I mentioned, Aleñá, Carlos Perez, these guys are going to be able to help us. They really are, and they'll be able to give us these valuable 3 points before Christmas. But it is Valverde, like we said, it's La Liga. It's a massive game for Barcelona. It's a sort of game we have to win, and we've seen in the past, Gala 11, and that's that. No even thought of bringing some other younger players in. Just put the 4-3-3 players out there and get the job done. And especially considering Barcelona do not have a fixture until the 4th of January, we really could see, the typical Valverde lineup tomorrow, and that would hurt me. I think we could still get a victory with it, but we could be massively damaging our chances of getting a win, in my opinion, and also massively damaging some players who'll be sitting on the bench, and also the ones starting who need a massive rest. We need to make sure we get the lineup right tomorrow, and this is what I've put together. This is what something similar to what I'd go for. Ter Stegen in goal, you could say Neto, I love the guy, but I think Ter Stegen going in goal is the fair thing to do. Right back, I've gone for Semedo just to add a little bit of pace and invigoration into our team, but would not be unhappy to see Roberto there. He can definitely find, a match-winning pass there, so he can often help us if there are sides like Alavés tomorrow who like to play that low block. In the rest of the defence, I've gone for Piqué and Umtiti here. I don't really mind if any of the 4 centre-backs start. I wouldn't go for Piqué and Longley again, just to think, Umtiti and Todibo deserve more opportunities, but I went for Piqué and Umtiti just to mix up a little bit. Left back, I'd play Jordi Alba because he needs a bit more continuity, get back to his best there. We need him for the latter stages, guys. Junior Firpo's had a lot of football recently. Let's give Jordi Alba his 3rd game in a week here and get him right back on track. In midfield, though, guys, this is where it's key, in my opinion, guys. We've got Busquets at the heart of it, we've got De Jong, and then we've got Carlos Aleñá. That midfield offers absolutely everything, and it's a game where we could see both Vidal and Rakitic included in the lineup at the same time, and that can't happen. That cannot happen, in my opinion. We've got to play that midfield 3. It's ideal, it's perfect for a match like this. It offers absolutely everything, and if you execute it correctly, it can dominate games. Without Artur in there, we've got to just slot Aleñá in there, and then if it's not Aleñá, then it's Riqui Puig, and that's non-negotiable, in my opinion. Those, that midfield spot that pushes on is between Arthur, Aleñá, and Riqui Puig. It shouldn't be anyone else. Then you can offer other players in there. Of course, you can still play Vidal in certain games. You can play Rakitic. These are good players, but we've got to make sure the midfield has the right amount of balance, and it's not just 3 players doing the same job. And up front, I'd play Carlos Perez. I'm not sure where. I decided to bench Suarez for this one because I think he could do with a rest, really, an early Christmas break. But I've gone for taking Suarez out here, but I wouldn't mind seeing maybe Griezmann drop to the bench either, but I think we need Perez in this game. We need width, we need to stretch Alavés, and he has to play. Prediction-wise, I've gone for Barcelona 2, Alavés 0. I think that's a safe bet, really. If Valverde does go strong, if it is quite a lethargical performance, if it isn't really that inspired, and Alavés do sit back, they don't really offer too much going forward, neither will we, and that, if the crowd is quite numb and flat, then 2-0 could be the scoreline, maybe even less, guys. I'm worried if the game starts turning out of our favour, but if we want to, we could take the game to Alavés here. Like I mentioned, wounded animal. Let's go and get them. Let's go and get a victory. Let's go and get a performance. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen. It certainly could. I'm not sure if it is, though. I'd gone for 2-0, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to be back, I think, tomorrow for a preview or review, of this game. So that's going to be another upload. Then I want to basically take a look at what my team of the year is for 2019. And also then, I think I'm going to be doing a live reaction for that Tottenham versus Chelsea game coming up on the 22nd of December. Massive fixture. And that, I think, will be released the day before Christmas Eve. So videos coming up here over the next 4 days. Stay tuned for those. And I'll see you then, guys. Goodbye.